Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 17. In a last video we discussed about single inheritance. In this video we are going to discuss about multi-level inheritance. So let's first understand what is a multi-level inheritance. In a multi-level inheritance, a derived class will be inheriting a base class, and as well as the derived class also act as a base class to other class. You can see in this diagram here we have a four class A, class B, class C and class D. Here class A is a base class. Okay, the class B is a extending class A. That means class B is a child class of class A. But as well as here we have a class C. Class C is a child class of class B, and we have a class D. Class D is the child class of class C. Here B class is a derived class for class A, as well as B class is a base class for a class C, and class C is the same also. Class C is a derived class of class B. Class C is a base class of class D. Here we can say class B is a child class of class A, as well as class B is a parent class of class C, and we can say again class C is a child class of class B but parent of class D, and class D is the most derived class, or we can say it's a child class only. As well as we can consider the real life example. Our grandfather, then our father, then we. It's like a class. Our grandfather is a base class, most base class, then our father is a derived class as well as base class, and we are the most derived class. Okay, let's see one more example here. Real life example. I consider this real life example for an interview purpose, because most of time interviewer ask the question and they expect a real life example, they don't expect technical example. Here we can see, here we consider Apple iPhone 11. First Apple company provide Apple iPhone 11. They provide there some RAM, some ROM, then screen size. Okay, this is our base class. Then they create a Apple iPhone 11 Pro. This Pro phone built on a based on this Apple iPhone 11. Okay, we can see here most of common thing use this Apple iPhone 11 Pro that already exist in a Apple iPhone 11. They just add some new features, maybe 5 or max 10% new features. Otherwise they use a 90 to 95 already existing features. Then they, based on a Apple iPhone 11 Pro, they made a new phone, Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max. They simply here increase the size, screen size, and some improve some performance, or like they do some changes, but they use a 90 to 95% all similar functionality that already exists in a Apple iPhone 11 Pro. That means we can say here they initially launch Apple iPhone 11. Okay, there they already create everything, camera features, screen features, everything they create. Okay, then they want to add one more two features, then they create a new phone. Okay, but they use already existing features as well as they add their new feature. For a use already existing features, they simply extend that phone. We can say they use a inheritance. They simply inherit that phone and they simply add new features and they give new name Apple iPhone 11 Pro. Then they want to again add a new features. Okay, they have a new feature, they have a new functionality, then they add a new functionality there. Then they create a new phone, Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max, and there they implement that new functionality. In this example we can say in a real time example at the interview level. So let's move on Eclipse, and I'll show there one more example in Eclipse. Simply create here one class, new class, and part 17. Okay, that's it. Here we need to create a one class. I'll simply create here class vehicle class. Okay, here we have a vehicle class. In a vehicle class, here we define all common functionality that used in a vehicle, every vehicle. I'll simply define here public void tire. Tire is a part of every vehicle. Then public void steering. These two common functionality we will define inside a vehicle class. Okay, and simply here we print sysout system.out.println. Here we simply print tire, and then here we print steering. Okay, then we have a, this is our base, this is our most parent class. Okay, now then we have to create a one child class, one car class. Okay, I'll simply create here class car. This is a car class, and inside a car class here we define few features that only provide in a car. Okay, I'll simply type here public void airbag. Okay, I'll simply define here airbag. This airbag, we will consider this airbag only provided in a car. Then in a market nowadays, in a market have a smart car. Okay, like a Tesla or those company provide a smart car. Okay, then so we will create here one more class smart car. Here we simply define a smart car. Okay, this is the class. In a smart car here, some features, some new advanced features like a sensor or those, I'll simply define here public void sensor. Okay, I'll simply define here sensor. Let's save this. Now here we create a three class. The first one is a vehicle, then second one is a car, and third one is a smart car. Okay, here we can simply print sy, so system.out.println airbag. Then we will print here sensor so control space sensor. Okay, simply print here sensor. Let's save this. Now you can see in our diagram here, first we have a class, then this class B class is the extend class A, and C class is the extend class B. Okay, here also same thing, car class extend vehicle class. Okay, simply here we extend vehicle class, and this smart car extend car class. Okay, simply add here extend car. Okay, let's save this. Now if you create object, vehicle class object, there we got only two features. One is the tire and second one is the steering. But if we create a car class object, there we got three features. First two features that already present in a vehicle and their own one features, their car class own one features. If we create a smart car class object, then here we got a four features, two present inside a vehicle and one for car class and one for their own. Okay, let's save this. Here in our main class part 17, here just define a main method. Inside a main method we have to create object. I'll simply create object smart car object. I'll simply create here smart car sm or sc equal to new smart car. Okay, new smart car. Here we simply create a smart car object. Here we can print any method. Here we can print a tire method. Here we can print this steering method, airbag method, or sensor method. Okay, here you can observe one thing. Here all common thing we define a vehicle, then those common thing we extend simply in a car class. Okay, then smart car extend this car class and get all features that already present in a car class. Here we simply reduce the code duplication. Here we simply define all common property in a vehicle, then all common property that present inside a car, then their first launch car, then some day later they launch smart car. In a smart car already have those features, those already present in a car, as well as their own features also have a smart car. Simply here we add their own features, and already car required those features, those features we simply extend for a car class. Okay, in this way we can perform this multi-level inheritance. Okay, simply here print sc. We can simply print here any sc dot any method. Here we have a airbag method, here we have a tire method, here we have a steering method. You can see here we have a steering method, here we have a airbag method, as well as here we have a sensor method. You can see this one sensor method. We can print any method. Let's save this, run this program. You can see here we In output here we got sensor. Okay, if interviewer asks you, tell me the real time example, then you can give this example also. You can simply tell them, we first have a vehicle. In a vehicle, there we define all common property that every vehicle required. Then we simply create a car is a part of vehicle. We simply create a one car class. That car class extend that vehicle class, and we only create those features those present in a car, like a airbag have a sunroof have a, those features we add this car class. After car class, they in a market came a smart car. Smart car have a same function, same have a airbag, everything have a same. They only provide a additional, like a sensor. They have a sensor, they have a their own monitor that recognize, using a sensor that recognize the length, recognize the road or everything. And that's why it's a smart car. It's a have some additional features. Okay, you can give this example also. If an interviewer asks you, give the real time example. Okay, for this video that's it. If you like this video, then please like, share, subscribe. We will meet in a next video. Let's bye bye.